I'm turning your ideas into slime, and then I'm gonna send it back to you guys. First up, we got a package from Addie. She says that she loves our videos. Her idea is a clay cake DIY kit with cloud dough and bingsu. That's gonna be such a fun slime to make. For this slime, looks like we're gonna need purple and blue dye. So let's go get our materials. Okay, so I got my materials. For the cloud dough, we're gonna do a violet, and it looks like a pretty dark shade of purple. So I'm gonna add a good amount of violet. All right, let's mix that together. I also love that the other half is gonna be bingsu. Cloud dough and bingsu together makes such a nice texture. So I think this shade of purple is perfect, and it looks just like the one in your drawing. So now let's get the scent before I dye the bingsu part of the slime. So I'm gonna go for our vanilla sugar waffle cone scent because it smells like vanilla, and that's the vibe that I'm going for this DIY clay kit. So I'm gonna add a little bit of that into our purple. Let's give that a good mix. Ooh, it's already smelling so good. For this bingsu part, it looks like a teal color, so I'm gonna mix sky blue and leaf green to get the perfect shade. Can't go overboard with one side. It has to be perfectly even. All right, let's squish that. There we go. We're getting that perfect teal shade. Addie, this looks just like the color in your pictures. So now I'm gonna add the scent. All right, some of that vanilla. Your slime is gonna smell so good. So our bases are ready, so I'm gonna start assembling our slime. And I found a sprinkle mix that I think is so cute for this style. We have 2 little cakes. This is a DIY clay kit after all. And this sprinkle mix has like all things candy. And I think it's gonna look so pretty with these colors. So first we're gonna assemble the bingsu part, just like that. And then the top is our cloud dough. Give it a good little swirl, and let's add our little sprinkle mix. And now our little charms. But our slime is not done yet. We still have to make our slice of cake, which is a clay kit. So I have this blue clay right here, and kind of reminding me of Anna's clay creations. That was like one of my first videos here at Peachybbies. Remember that mushroom frog home that I made? I kind of want to bring it back, but I feel like it needs something, you know? Maybe like a theme song. Anyways, let's make this cake. I love these molds because you kind of just press it in there, and then Christian taught me this really cool technique where I just grab more clay and then just, hey, we got it to work. Here's our little bundt cake. And she also drew like this red icing, which contrasts really nice with the blue. So I got my paint, and I'm gonna draw a really nice icing along the border of this cake. All right, Addie, I just finished adding the red icing, and now we also have to add some whipped cream. Oh, thank you, mystery hands. Okay, so I have this little whipped cream mold. We're gonna add some of this on there. Get that out of the mold. Perfect. And now let's finish our little clay kit. There we go. That is a beautiful little bundt cake. All right, let's add our little bundt cake. And now all we have to do is add our custom label. All right, I got the label ready, and I designed like this really cute little cake that matches this cake right here. Let's add our label. So cute. Addie, you're gonna have your very own little DIY clay kit to assemble, and I'm even gonna add some more sprinkles in there and the little cake charms. And now all I have to do is package this up, and you got your very own clay kit. Thank you for the idea, Addie. Now let's move on to the next one. Next up, we got some custom slimes for Madeline and Brenna. We're gonna start off with Brenna's slime. This is a soccer-themed slime, and the title is gonna be Soccer Goals. I love that, Brenna, so let's get our materials and make your slime. So I already went ahead and dyed our slime. Brenna wanted a thick and glossy, and I'm also gonna pair it with some butter slime because thick and glossy and butter makes a great mix. I think you're gonna like it. And also the black and white color scheme of the soccer ball and your design reminds me of cookies and cream, so I scented this like cookies and cream, and it smells delicious. So let's start assembling our slime and do kind of like a swirl because that's what Brenna did on her drawing. I'm gonna add very little of the black because soccer balls have way more white on them than they do black. So I'm gonna give this nice little swirl and then smush it together and place it in our container. I suck at swirls. It's okay, guys. I'm gonna get better at them, I promise. Now it's time to add our soccer-themed sprinkle mix. So for this sprinkle mix, I kind of wanted to add a pop of pink and green, so I went ahead and added some pink and green hearts and some soccer balls. Add them on top of our slime. And also the colors that we have going on here remind me of pandas too, so I'm gonna add a little panda charm. Now it's time to add our clay. So I made this really cute soccer ball, and I love that you're gonna be able to squish it and assemble it on your clay. You also drew a net, but I was having a hard time making a net, so I made cleats instead. Look at the bottom of the cleats. They're so detailed. All right, let's add our little soccer ball right in the center and our cleats on the sides. This is such a fun slime. And since it's a clay kit, you're gonna be able to squish all of these little clays and mix them into your slime, so it's gonna be such a fun little activity when you receive it. Now it's time to add our label. And here I have it. These are so cute. I added a little panda who's playing soccer. And hey, here we have the net. And it's called Soccer Goals. I love the name. And now this is the final product. I hope you like it, Brenna. And now I'm gonna package it up and send it to you. So I'm gonna add it into this tiny little container with some more sprinkles that you can add to your slime. I'm gonna close up your slime and it's ready to be shipped to you. Now we're gonna do Madeline's slime, and she is a Swiftie. I love that you're a Swiftie, and I'm gonna include all of those details that you love from Taylor Swift, including her cat as a DIY clay kit. But first we're gonna dye our slime. She wants us to dye it a lavender color, so I'm gonna use our violet dye. It's also a thick and glossy, so I feel like this is gonna be such a nice slime to play with when you mix it with your clay kit. I'm gonna add a little bit of violet. Lavender is like a nice light shade of purple, so we don't wanna add too much. All right, this is honestly the perfect lavender color. So now let me go find a lavender scent so I can mix it with the slime. Madeline, I found the perfect lavender scent for you. Add a little bit of that, and now let's mix it up. It smells delicious. That's all mixed in. Now let's add our sprinkle mix and just wait. It's so cute. Here we have our sprinkle mix. Since you did draw a cat, I found this really cute cat charm. It's like a kawaii themed cat charm. It has like a moon on its forehead. And I also added some nice little shiny hearts, some little lavender balls to match the color of the slime, and some red hearts because of Taylor Swift's song called Red. So it's perfect. Let's add it in our container and top it off with the sprinkle mix. And now I'm gonna put the little cat right over here. But it's not done yet. We have one more thing to add. You know what time it is.
Endless Clay Creations.
With me. What do you think? Kind of worked on it? It's getting there. For this clay creation, I made a little cat. But now we gotta paint a face on it. This isn't just any cat. This is Olivia Benson. If you're a Swiftie, you know. Time to add Miss Olivia Benson to our slime. Wow. It's gorgeous. I love this slime, but it needs a label. So for this design, I went for a little kitty. I drew Olivia Benson and some musical notes, and it's called Swiftie's House. Madeline came up with this idea. I hope you like your slime, Madeline. And now I'm gonna put it into our little container. I'm gonna add more sprinkles. And there it is. I'm gonna package it up and get it ready to be sent to you. All right, let's move on to our next and final slime. But before we move on to our final slime, I gotta show you guys this honey toast DIY clay kit. This is one of our newest slimes, and it's so fun to assemble. You get your little toast, add the little whipped cream on top, add the sprinkle mix onto our slime, add the toast, and now we can drizzle our little honey on top. I like to just go crazy with it. Woo! You can get this slime on peachybbies.com. We restock every Friday at 7 p.m. And just like this really cool slime, you can find so many others. Make sure you don't miss it. Now, you know how it goes. Let's give this a good squish. This is available for a limited time only, so you don't want to miss it. Here we have our last fan mail. I love that you addressed it to my name. That makes me so happy. I appreciate all your fan mail. I read everything that you guys send me. This one is from Elsa. Elsa says that she loves our baby axolotl and lavender crush slime, and she designed a beautiful slime idea. Lavender cloud dough with baby blue and baby pink, kind of like a 3-part slime with a little whipped cream clay kit on top. I love this idea. She also gave us some charms. This is really awesome because we're gonna add these charms to her slime. All right, so I'm gonna need a couple of dyes, so let me go get my materials. This is gonna be a 3-part slime with some lavender, and the lavender goes on top, so I'm gonna leave that aside once I mix it. And you know what I love about cloud dough? It's so like interactive. When you stretch it and you see all the little pieces drizzle. It's so fun to look at. All right, our lavender's all mixed in, so now let's move on to the blue and the pink. Our bases are all mixed, and this design is kind of reminding me of cotton candy. I found a scent called Cotton Candy Super Strong Fragrance Oil. This will be perfect for this. I'm gonna add a little bit to each slime base. Yeah, that smells amazing. All right, our scent is all mixed in with our slimes. So now we're gonna do a big old swirl. I think I'm just gonna like squish it together like that, and I'm gonna do it in our container. Maybe that'll look better. Hey, that does look better. All right, I'm getting better at the swirls. Now let's add the purple on top. So now that we got our base all ready, Elsa gave us some charms. Oh my gosh, I love the pearls. Okay, now we have to add some whipped cream. So here I have my little whipped cream mold. I'm gonna put some clay in here in this mold. Here is whipped cream. Let's add it to our slime. It's like a cotton candy frappe. I love it. Now let's add our label. Since you sent me a friendship bracelet and some charms that are themed after friendship bracelets, I made a label called Friendship Frappe. Thank you so much for your idea, Elsa. I'm gonna package this up and get it ready to be sent to you. Now I just gotta ship these slimes to you guys, so make sure to keep an eye out for your slimes. Send me more ideas, because maybe I'll make you a slime. Also, next time, I'm gonna pull some ideas from the comments, so if you have a good slime idea, make sure to leave it down below, and I might make it in the next video. Bye, guys.